MIAA fans, you're watching the MIAA Network 360 show with me as your host, Bethany Bowman. And this week we'll be showcasing the beautiful downtown Kansas City, where I can't think of a better place to host the 2019 men and women's MIAA basketball tournament. Right now we're in front of historic Municipal Auditorium, home to more Final Fours than any other arena in the country. And it'll be the 17th time that they have served as the hosts of the MIAA tournament. This year, there's a new format to the MIAA tournament with 20 teams coming to Kansas City, 10 men and 10 women, for 5 days of competition, March 6th through 10th. They'll be battling for an MIAA Conference Tournament Championship and an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. You can get more ticket information at the MIAA.com. You can purchase your tickets here at Municipal Auditorium box office, on any MIAA campus for a discounted price for all tournament tickets, or on Ticketmaster online. And speaking of the MIAA tournament, one student athlete and his team have for sure punched their ticket to Kansas City. Elyjah Clark from Missouri Southern just became the leading three-point shooter in Lions history. We caught up with him on Missouri Southern's campus to talk about that accomplishment and the upcoming MIAA tournament. Fans, we have a three-point record holder in Elyjah Clark here at Missouri Southern for the Lions men's basketball team. Congrats, Elyjah, first of all. And what does it mean for you to leave your mark here at Missouri Southern?
It means a lot to me, and it just shows all the hard work that I put in and all the hours I take to shoot the ball in the gym. And I mean, it's just a good accomplishment, a big accomplishment for me. And I mean, I'm happy that I was able to achieve it.
Talk about some of that hard work and hours you put in. Walk me through kind of just over the years, like some things you do to become such a good shooter.
A lot of repetition, a lot of shots in the gym by myself when no one's here, and even a lot of shots with the coaches and stuff, working on different movements and things. A lot of misses and a lot of downs that you have to go through it too, so it's all a part of the game.
You know, the biggest thing with Elyjah and I is you know, he understands and you know what I want from him, and you know, I've told him multiple times when he doesn't take open shots, he hurts our team. And you know, there's been some times this year where you know, he's kind of been torn between driving and shooting the basketball from the three-point line, and you know, I just told him, you got to embrace what you are and what you are as a shooter, and when you don't shoot open shots, you hurt our team. And you know, he's just been a joy to coach. He's gotten a lot better. He's gotten stronger. You know, and the biggest thing is, you know, him and I are both shooters, so we kind of read each other's mind a little bit.
And your coach, Jeff Boschee, being a really good three-point shooter himself, holding that record there at KU, how has that helped you, and, you know, him being able to allow you to develop under him?
Even me coming here, I knew that he played there, and I knew that he was a really good player and a really good three-point shooter. And just I always had that thought in my head that me coming here, it would allow me to showcase my ability to shoot the three. And he's really welcomed me and put a lot of trust in me and allowed me to play freely when I'm shooting the ball and allow me to shoot from wherever I want to.
I read online about when he came on his visit here to campus and kind of played in a scrimmage that you felt like he just played with so much confidence. Is that when you knew that he was really special?
Well, yeah, I did. You know, we watched actually the first time I watched him play in the summer, Coach DePriest, who was at Newman now, he you know, he kept trying to get me to go watch him, and you know, first time I watched him, he didn't make one shot, and I was like, I'm not really sold on him. And the coach would go back and watch him again, and he's like, Coach, I'm telling you, you need to come watch this kid. So it took me a while to be convinced on him, and you know, just kind of one day sitting in my office, I just decided, hey, I watched this highlight film and some game film. I said, hey, we need to offer this kid. And then, you know, we went and watched him play, and just his fearless attitude, a fearless mindset of, you know, really no conscience of shooting the ball. And then on top of that, being a good shooter. You know, there's a lot of kids that shoot a lot of shots, but they don't necessarily make them. But the first time he came on campus on his visit, you know, he pulled up from first pass in the first game from the NBA line and made it. And that's when I told our guys, we really got to get this kid.
We talked a little bit about your first visit here on campus. You scrimmaged a little bit, and he felt like you just had so much confidence in that, you know, took your shots, wasn't scared. Do you remember that day?
Yeah, I do. Coming in, I knew that I was on a visit for a reason, and it was for them to watch me play. I mean, there was no reason for me to pass the ball to the team because they're already here. They already have a scholarship. So I just wanted to come out and be aggressive and just show them why they were recruiting me and why they had me on the visit.
Let's talk a little bit about this season. Going really well so far, 21-5. Already passed your win total of last season, which was a really successful season for you guys going to the regional tournament. But what do you like about this team?
Our unselfishness and our willingness to pass to each other. Even when we have an open shot, there's always a more open shot, and we always make that one extra pass. And I feel like we've gelled good as a team because most of us have been here for about 3 years now. So we have a lot of experience, and I think we're just having a lot of fun, a lot more fun than we did last year. I think that's the biggest thing.
MIAA Tournament just about to come up. You guys already punched your ticket there, so we'll be seeing you guys play in Municipal Auditorium. You have already played there. What do you like about that, Jim? How fun is this tournament?
It's a big thing. It's a big accomplishment for us, and I like the bright lights, how it's a lot of people there. It's just a really exciting atmosphere, and that's what you come to college basketball for, to play in those type of moments, not to just play at home or on the way, to play in those big gyms and bright lights. So it's fun. It's a fun experience.
And also, I just want to point out you're only a junior, so really time to smash that record. And we should be seeing you hit a lot more shots in the future. But it's hard to believe that Media Day for basketball was already, months back. You told me back then that Coach Jeff Boschee cannot shoot better than you. You still holding up to that?
Yes, I am. I'm still holding on to that. We haven't had a shooting contest since then, but I'm still confident in my ability to shoot the ball. Yes.
Hey fans, when you're in town next week for the MIAA Men and Women's Basketball Tournament, be sure to visit Johnny's Tavern here in downtown Kansas City on 13th and Grand Street, right across the street from the College Basketball Experience, also across the street from the Sprint Center. So lots to do right here in the Power and Light District. They have great drink specials, a great menu. They're known for their wings, and there's lots to check out right here at Johnny's Tavern, the official sports bar of the MIAA.
When we started talking about this, we've been talking about it for a few years, and we finally, entered into the official partnership. And, it just makes so much sense for us. We're a local restaurant and sports bar, and one of the things I think that maybe a lot of people don't realize is the fan base in Kansas City, the alumni of the MIAA, what a passion that here in Kansas City there is. And the fan bases for a lot of the schools are really strong here. And so it just made sense for us as a sports bar to partner with the MIAA, and it's been great.
In fact, myself and the tournament committee are going to kick things off right here on Tuesday night before the tournament, so make sure you come down and check it out while you're in town. We're now here in front of the downtown Kansas City Marriott, the official headquarter hotel of MIAA basketball. They're a great partner with the MIAA, and whether you're in town for the tournament or just here to visit, this is the place to stay. Bowman here with Will Forrest at the Marriott in downtown Kansas City. Thanks for being here with us, Will.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So, senior sales manager here at the Marriott. Can you talk a little bit about your role?
So I handle, for the most part, any sports group that comes to the property, whether it's sleeping rooms or meeting space, really any sports groups that comes to the downtown community. So
you guys also have a partnership with the MIAA, so especially during March, the MIAA basketball tournament, I'm sure your schedule gets a little bit more hectic than it probably already is.
I think all of ours do. I think we have every single MIAA team that's in the tournament in-house here at the Marriott. We love it. We love being partners with the MIAA, and we want to keep them here for a long time.
And being an MIAA ambassador, you also are a former MIAA student athlete yourself. Talk about your time at Missouri Western as a Griffin baseball player.
I was there from 2004 to 2007 with Coach Buzz Verduzco. We had a great group of guys there. We were actually the first team from Missouri Western to make an NCAA regional, and we're still the only Missouri Western baseball team with an NCAA regional win to this year. So.
Yeah, good job during your time there. And then lastly, just all the buzz going around the MIAA tournament during that time, and really all year being an MIAA ambassador. How cool is that? What does that mean to you guys?
I just love being a part of it. I've only been in the community for about 2.5 years. I moved to Las Vegas after I graduated up in St. Joe, moved to Vegas for about 10 years and had the opportunity to come back and jumped on it. And being a part of the MIAA, it just means a lot to me. So.
Now Now let's head to Fort Hays State University and check in with their student broadcast program, part of their informatics department. They play a big role in helping us put on our MIAA Network broadcast here at the MIAA Tournament. Here with Russell Heitman of Tiger Media Sports and News. He is the director here at Fort Hays State University for this program, and we just want to talk to you a little bit first, about this program. I think that it's a cool thing for Division II to have because not every campus has something like this.
Oh, certainly. The opportunity that students have to be hands-on with both the news and the sports side of things, to get their hands with the camera gear, the audio gear, be interviewing people, be on the sideline for sporting events, be reporting the news. It's just kind of an invaluable experience. For them to do that from day one is a really great opportunity for them here. So in here, this is our studio space. I mean, we use it for all sorts of different things, both within sports broadcasting and within the department. We'll host our pre, post, and halftime shows in here when we have the staff for it. But we also produce weekly news shows, weekly sports shows, political shows, entertainment shows, and this is kind of the central hub for what we all do both at Fort Hays and at Tiger Media Network.
And something specifically that we want to talk to you about with the MIAA Men and Women's Basketball Tournament being just a few days away. You guys play a big part in that. Go to Kansas City, you and several students and a whole crew just to help put that on. So how is that experience for you and your crew?
Oh, it's fantastic. And again, it's kind of the culmination of the year's work. I mean, we broadcast about 70 or so games throughout the course of the year between football and basketball and men's and women's soccer and all the other sports. So for them to have that kind of to look forward to, okay, we're going to go to Kansas City, we're going to be contracted basically by the MIAA to broadcast this tournament, it's really exciting for both the students and then for myself and the other faculty and staff sponsors to see the kids get excited and see them light up like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting and so much fun. And it gets them out of campus. I mean, not to say they get tired of doing the same games and the same things here with and the great facilities we have at Fort Hays, but to be able to transplant them to Kansas City and do the same thing in a new environment with new teams and work with the other schools, it's a really cool opportunity for them. So this room is our central control hub where we are based out of for all of our live basketball and football broadcasts that we do. This is where all of our camera fiber, we're actually able to run fiber both to the football stadium and the basketball arena. So we can switch all of our games from here in one central location, which makes it really nice and easy and convenient. We've got our TriCaster where we're able to bring in all of the video camera feeds. We're able to mix graphics in here. We're able to mix instant replay, audio, as well as any other production elements that we bring in. And on any given game day, we can have anywhere from 5 to 6 people in here working on graphics, instant replay, audio, directing, tech directing, and any other number of production elements. So it's a pretty busy little hub, but it's really nice to have it all located in our main building.
Can you give us just a few, specifics about your role there at the MIAA tournament and kind of what you guys help do?
So our primary responsibility with Tiger Media Network and at Fort Hays is the handling the pre, post, and halftime shows. Pittsburgh State does a great job doing the in-game broadcasts, and Central Missouri does a fantastic job doing the kind of the talent and pre-produced packages that recap the events and things like that. But we do the shows that you see before the game, at halftime, and after the game, as well as handle broadcasting the post-game press conferences. So everything that's happening between the games, catching up on the highlights, finding out who the high score was, all that information, that's what Fort Hays is in charge of bringing you. And we have our own little studio space up in a conference room up in Municipal Auditorium, and we're able to send our feed down to Pittsburgh, and they get ours and send it back. And so it's a really cool kind of collaborative effort between all three schools there.
Yeah, you finished there with collaborative effort, and I think that's so true. Sometimes you get on the internet and see just a broadcast or a video coming out, and not all of the effort that goes into it is always recognized or understood by just the average person watching something like that.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny when you see, and especially when I kind of hire my new student employees to work at the beginning of the year, the first thing I tell them is watch a sports broadcast beforehand, then come work a game, and then afterwards you'll never look at a game you see on TV the same again. You think, oh, you just turn it on and there it is, but the hours of preparation that go into it beforehand, pre-producing graphics, pre-producing all of the video elements, preparing for the commentators, just getting it all ready to go, and then the kind of the fun chaos of actually doing the game. So it does take a lot of work and a lot of effort to go into it, but it's totally rewarding to see, especially for the students when they see a production go off without a hitch. It's really exciting, both for them and for me, to see that happen.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. We're looking forward to seeing you guys there at the tournament in Kansas City just a few days away.
Yeah, it's coming up rather quickly, but we're excited for it. It should be fun.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us for this week's MIAA Network 360 show here in beautiful downtown Kansas City. Don't forget that the MIAA men and women's basketball tournament starts this Wednesday, March 6th through 10th. 20 teams, 10 men, 10 women, and 5 days of action, so don't miss any of it. Get your tickets now. And remember, bring your A game.